In today's video, we've got a bucket and a straight mute from Clary Woodmutes. What's going on, everyone? My name is Josh Rzepka, and today is Mute Monday. If you're new around here, welcome. Mute Monday is a weekly series where I discuss and demonstrate trumpet mutes. Before we get started, if you haven't yet gotten my free mute handbook, what are you waiting for? It's free. Click the link below, enter your email address, and I will send it directly to your inbox. It is filled with tips and tricks that will help elevate your mute game and take your playing to the next level. Now today I've got two incredible mutes from Clary Woodmutes. Tom Clary, a good friend of mine, an incredible craftsman. He makes just beautiful and amazing mutes, and I've got two new ones that he sent me, and a big thank you, Tom, for sending me these mutes. And I just wanted to share both of these with you. Now, first of all, we've got this bucket mute. Now check out how well built this mute is, the craftsmanship. It is just a beautiful mute to check out, and I love how he takes all of these different types of wood and he arranges them, and this is all handmade. This bucket mute is made with maple and walnut, and the top part of it is Baltic birch plywood, which is very, very strong. Now, as you'll look inside this mute, you'll see that it is hollow, and a lot of bucket mutes, they have some type of fabric or foam or cotton or something inside. These mutes, they all come with a really nice black velvet bag, and what you can do is actually take this bag and stuff it up and stick it inside of the mute. And now check it out. You've got a mute with some fabric inside of it, and it really changes how this mute plays. And I'm going to be demonstrating this mute both ways, with that bag stuffed inside of it to help dampen the sound and mellow it out, and then without, so you can really hear the difference and the wide range of tonal colors and the difference in projection and response that you can get with just one mute. Now, I've also got this incredible, just this beautiful straight mute that he sent me, and check this out. Look at the different colors of wood in this mute. It is really just something else. And this mute is made with Padauk, maple, and Peruvian walnut. So 3 different types of wood. And if you look up close to the cork on this, you'll see it's a double layer cork, and it really just fits in your bell very, very well, and just one of the most beautiful mutes that you can find. So I'm really excited to be playing both of these mutes for you today and to demonstrate them so you can hear what they're all about. Now, if you're not familiar with Tom Clary, let me share a little bit about him and the Clary Woodmutes. Now, he started making and selling these mutes around 2018, so he's been doing it for a couple of years now, but he had been experimenting for a few years before that, developing and making these mutes. You can just see and hear, once you play these, the attention to detail and the craftsmanship that goes inside. And he makes these mutes in all different types of wood, different configurations of different exotic and American hardwoods. You know, he finishes them off really well. He polishes them, he buffs them, he puts shellac on them, he waxes them. The inside of these mutes is finished as well. Really just a tremendous amount of work. However, all that work, it really comes through in the sound. So without any further discussion, let's hear how these mutes sound. All right, so you've just heard these mutes, and what did you think? Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Now, let me start off with this straight mute. I gotta say, this is a terrific straight mute. It's got such a nice sound, and I really love the sound quality that you get from the wood. It's got a nice resonance, it's got a nice articulation. This mute has got fantastic intonation, and just the evenness of sound, and the blow from low to high is really very excellent. So I'm impressed with this mute. I really dig it. And like I said, he makes these in all different types of wood. And because of that, they're all gonna sound a little bit different. So depending on your musical situation, you may go for one type of mute versus another one. I would encourage you to go check out his website to see all the different types that he makes. And I think there's other videos where he demonstrates every single type of wood. Maybe sometime in the future, I may be visiting Tom. We haven't figured it out yet, but we have discussed it. And if I could do that, then I will definitely play every single one he's got to be able to share that with you. Now, what did you think about this bucket mute? Of all of the different bucket mutes that I own, that I've played, that I've tested, I've got to say this is one of the most distinct, one of the most unique of all of them. First of all, this is the only wood one that I have, that I've played, and I've got to say, the range of sound that you can get from this is pretty remarkable. When you play it without anything inside of it, and then when you take that felt bag and you stuff it inside, it changes the sound so drastically. And if you need a bucket mute that is going to really project and sing, but still give you a little bit of that diffusion in the sound, this is it. I mean, this mute projects so much when you don't have anything inside of it. And it really has got a solid articulation, and it is really open and free-blowing. However, it does not give you the most traditional or classic bucket mute sound, especially when you don't have that bag stuffed inside of it. Now, I mentioned the velvet bag that this comes with. You can take it, you can stuff it inside. You can also take other, fabric, other material. You can take some cotton. You can experiment, and you can get different sounds with this. I'm just demonstrating with the bag that it came with. Now, once you take that bag and you put it inside, it really mellows the sound out so much. I will say the intonation changes whether or not you have something stuffed inside of this mute. So you've got to pay attention to that. Do some work with your tuner to see where you've got to adjust your slide, because it is a little different with the bag inside it versus not. And the feel, the blow, the articulation, also a little bit different. I'm not saying that it's better or that it's worse, it is just different. So you need to get used to it. Now, me personally, I really enjoyed playing this mute the most with that bag stuffed inside of it. To me, it just was more classic of a bucket mute sound, and what I would be going for, especially if I were doing some solo work, or if I was playing in a small ensemble. But if I was in a big band, if I was in a larger ensemble, and I just needed kind of a little bit of that bucket mute action going on, or maybe it said play into stand, or something where you're just trying to get a little reflection back, but you still want the articulation, you still want things to carry, this might be a great choice. And of course, this is one of those bucket mutes that you can just stick in your bell and take it out like a regular mute. It doesn't go over the edge of the bell, so it's not complicated to put on. It doesn't take extra time to put on. So just another great sound to be able to have access to, and I am definitely going to be using this bucket mute on some gigs, because I really just dig how it sounds. Because of the material that it's made out of, it just resonates a little bit different, and it's got a little more edge and distinction to the articulation, which I really like. All right, well, that's just about it for today. I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, hit that like button and subscribe. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.